They called him small.
I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. He's like this big.
They said he was too old.
Manny's not young. I don't think he's as hungry.
They laughed at his size.
I'm gonna knock out this little midget.
His opponents saw an easy win, a stepping stone, a final payday against a fading legend.
I want to try to hurt him. I want to try to do anything I can to get him out.
But what they didn't see, what they couldn't see, was the fire burning within him. How Manny Pacquiao destroyed a vicious criminal. This isn't just a story about boxing. It's a story about defying the odds, about the spirit of a man who turned doubt into devastation. This is the legend of Manny Pacquiao. From the streets of the Philippines, where poverty and struggle were his first opponents, Manny Pacquiao rose. He wasn't born a giant. He became one, not in stature, but in heart, in skill, and in the unwavering belief that size is just a number. July 20th, 2019. The stage was set. Keith Thurman, brash, undefeated, and brimming with confidence, stood across the ring from Manny Pacquiao. Thurman was everything Pacquiao wasn't supposed to be: bigger, younger, stronger.
Thurman teeing off on the head of Soto Carlos. And down goes Soto Carlos! Wow!
Pacquiao's a little fighter, so it's a big fight against a little guy. I know he likes to quote Bible verses, so I'll let you know he's getting crucified.
Thurman's words echoed with arrogance, a blatant attempt to intimidate. He called Pacquiao a tiny old man, promising to send him into retirement. But Pacquiao's eyes held a different story, a story of experience, of resilience, and of a champion who had heard it all before. The bell rang, and the battle began. Thurman's size advantage seemed imposing, but Pacquiao had a weapon Thurman couldn't comprehend: speed, precision, and an unyielding pressure that suffocated his opponents. In the first round, like a shockwave, Pacquiao's right hand found its mark, sending Thurman crashing to the canvas. The crowd erupted. The tiny old man had spoken.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs and his hands and caught Thurman backing up. Thurman thought he could back.
Round after round, Pacquiao dismantled Thurman's confidence, his punches finding their target with surgical accuracy. The T-Rex arms were throwing thunderbolts, and the little fighter was dominating a giant. The final bell. History made. Manny Pacquiao, at 40 years old, became the oldest welterweight champion in history. He didn't just win. He silenced the doubters and cemented his legacy. This victory wasn't just for him. It was for the millions who believed in him, the millions he carried on his shoulders every time he stepped into the ring. But the Thurman victory was just one chapter in a legendary career. Let's rewind to March 13th, 2010. Manny Pacquiao faced Joshua Clottey, a fighter built like a superhero. Clottey was taller, bulkier, a wall of muscle. He looked like he could crush Pacquiao with a single blow. But Pacquiao wasn't intimidated. From the opening bell, he went on the attack, his punches sharp and precise. He didn't try to match Clottey's power. He overwhelmed him with speed and accuracy.
Start letting the hands go in the third. That body work is really something, though, from Pacquiao. Pivot, counter with an uppercut. Just hitting Clottey on the gloves.
For 11 rounds, Pacquiao turned the fight into a boxing clinic. He was a whirlwind of motion, landing flurries of punches, while Clottey could only stand and absorb the punishment. Clottey was left as nothing more than a sturdy, stationary punching bag, a testament to Pacquiao's relentless offense. To truly understand Pacquiao's greatness, you have to look at his rivalries, and perhaps none was more defining than his trilogy with Mexican legend Erik Morales. In their first encounter in 2005, Morales' experience and reach gave him the edge. He handed Pacquiao a loss, a bitter pill for the Filipino fighter to swallow. But Pacquiao wasn't one to back down. He learned, he adapted, and he came back with a vengeance. In the rematch, Pacquiao unleashed a relentless assault, evening the score. The fire in his eyes burned brighter. The punches landed harder. By the time their trilogy reached its conclusion, Pacquiao had transformed Morales. The Mexican legend was a shadow of his former self, overwhelmed by Pacquiao's speed, power, and unstoppable will.
Yeah, difficult for every opponent.
He looks so strong and so sturdy as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand. Left. And Morales thought that he had Pacquiao in trouble. Sometimes it's hard to isolate the knockdown punch, Emmanuel. Let's take a look.
Here you see Morales coming in with an attack of Pacquiao, but Pacquiao just shoots a punch, but Morales was out of position and knocked him down.
Over time, knockouts became Pacquiao's signature. He wasn't just beating bigger opponents, he was dismantling them, leaving them in ruins. Jorge Solis, a taller Mexican fighter, learned that lesson the hard way. A thunderous uppercut in round 8 sent him crashing to the canvas. Chris Algieri, undefeated and 5 inches taller, entered the ring confident. Pacquiao sent him to the canvas 6 times.
Not only is he very fast, but he also is very focused.
Down goes Algieri on a straight left-hand shot, and by Pacquiao stuns Algieri. And that's going to be the second knockdown of the fight. Momentarily, that's Pacquiao, but he keeps coming. Fires away with the left hand. Algieri goes down for the second time. Third time in the fight.
Round 10?
Round 10 or 11. We'll let it go. Well, that's going to make it difficult for the plan to...
Cold overtime against Tim Bradley. Now against Algieri.
Harold, there's the 6th knockdown.
6 times. Each knockdown a brutal reminder that size is irrelevant against skill and power. And then came the fight that truly shook the world. December 2008, Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy of boxing. De La Hoya was a giant in the sport, a superstar. He had height, reach, and size advantages that seemed insurmountable. Experts questioned if Pacquiao, who had risen through the weight classes, could possibly overcome such a challenge. But Pacquiao had a secret weapon, an unwavering belief in himself, and the relentless training that had become his trademark. From the first round, Pacquiao attacked with speed and power. He didn't just fight De La Hoya, he dissected him. Round after round, Pacquiao systematically broke down the golden boy. His punches landed with pinpoint accuracy. His movement was too quick, and his power was undeniable. By round 7, De La Hoya's left eye was swollen shut. The golden boy was being outclassed, outgunned, and outmaneuvered. By the end of round 8, De La Hoya's corner had seen enough.
But Manny is too smart and too fast for him. This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya has 0 answers for the Pacquiao partner.
Some of us wonder... This fight's over with. Right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely throwing back. You wonder if Tony Weeks is thinking of stopping the fight.
Yes. He's looking
hard shots. De La Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping. Pacquiao is closing in on landing 50 power shots in the round.
They stopped the fight. The world was stunned. Pacquiao had not just won, he had delivered a masterclass. If the De La Hoya fight was a masterclass, the fight against Antonio Margarito was a demonstration of sheer dominance. Margarito was a larger-than-life figure, known for his toughness and his willingness to trash talk. But Margarito's bravado turned into a nightmare. Pacquiao unleashed a relentless assault, a hurricane of punches that Margarito had no answer for. By round 6, Margarito's face was a swollen, bloody mess. He kept coming forward, but he was walking into a buzzsaw.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise punches. Even with the guards up high defense, he still pinpoints areas where he can get through and penetrate. But to me, the perfect fight is the way he fought the last round. Punching, moving in and out, taking advantage of that.
Pacquiao pummeled him with the intensity of a force of nature. These fights, these victories, are more than just highlights. They are testaments to the power of the human spirit. They are proof that size, reach, and age are just obstacles to be overcome. Manny Pacquiao didn't just win, he inspired. He showed the world that with hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief, anything is possible. So does size matter in boxing? The answer, etched in the blood, sweat, and tears of Manny Pacquiao is a resounding no. He wasn't the biggest, he wasn't always the strongest, but he had something his opponents lacked: an unbreakable spirit, a warrior's heart, and the unwavering belief that he could conquer any challenge. Manny Pacquiao's legacy extends far beyond the boxing ring. He is a symbol of hope, a national hero, and an inspiration to millions around the world. He proved that greatness isn't measured in inches or pounds, but in the size of your heart and the strength of your will.
It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport. Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
He is Manny Pacquiao, the Pac-Man, the people's champion, and a legend for the ages. Remember his name.